Yeah. So, tell us about yourself. How did you get started? What's the name? What's the story behind the name Feisty Acres?
Feisty Acres. So I began working on other people's farms here in the United States in 2012. I started on the North Fork of Long Island. I was working on a commercial organic vegetable farm.
Oh, nice.
And I used to do the farmers market for them in West Hampton Beach on the South Fork of Long Island. And I gained a reputation of being both charming and feisty as a vendor there. Always very nice to the customers, but if a customer was getting too sassy, I had no problem to tell them to go along their way. So we had some regular customers of ours call me the feisty farm girl.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so when my boyfriend and I started Feisty Acres in the fall of 2015, there was no question about it, because my boyfriend is also kind of spicy.
Oh my God.
That's what the name had to be, and also too, we lease our land because we're young beginning farmers. We can't really afford to purchase land where we are right now. We figured that Feisty Acres would be a good name no matter where our farm had to move if it had to. So that's the story behind the name.
That is a beautiful story.
Yeah.
Isn't like Cuomo giving there's like some new like tax break for small farmers so you can keep farming here in New York City or something like that?
Yes,
you hear about that?
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I don't know if that's helping you out or not, or how
Well,
do you think
we believe it or not, because our farm is an S corporation, the new tax bill is going to help us a lot, because S corporations are pass-through corporations. That means up to about 20% of my income will be deductible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I mean, it helps my small business out a huge amount.
Okay.
Whether or not you like Donald Trump, it's good for small businesses like myself. Maybe not so good for people who don't own a small business. But maybe more people will open small businesses.
It's good to hear both sides.
Yeah.
Someone that's actually bringing. And okay, cool. So that's how you started. What goes into creating your product? What's from like start to finish?
Well, so we only have two things today because it's the middle of winter, but we have fresh quail eggs, which I don't make. My girls,
Your girls make them?
my girl quail, my
Cool.
lady quail. They're also called hens, like chickens. We have about 400 on the farm right now in the middle of winter. And in the middle of summer, we'll have up to 500, 600 laying hens only.
That's a lot of hens.
It's not a lot. Yeah,
Wow.
because in basically May through December, we'll have anywhere between like 1,000 to 2,000 birds on the property, because we also do meats. So we have the fresh quail eggs, and then we have the pickled quail eggs over here. My boyfriend and I make all of the pickled quail eggs. We also slaughter all of the birds. So Chris and I are there from chick to plate with everything that we sell.
That's beautiful.
These pickled quail eggs are pretty sweet because we make them in a commercial kitchen that's owned by our friends Backyard Brine.
Backyard Brine.
Yes. You should look them up. They're really wonderful, and please tell them that I sent you over.
We'll link it up.
Yeah, so what we do is we lease their commercial kitchen space. They're a very successful pickle company, and they make a really excellent brine.
All right.
So what we wanted to do is we wanted to combine forces with them. So Randy Kopke, who's one of the owners, him and his wife Corey own the company. They make us a batch of brine every week to use in our pickled quail eggs. So Chris and I hard boil our eggs. We peel them. This week we did over 1,000 quail eggs.
Jeez, it's like meditation.
Yeah, and then what we do is we put all the different ingredients in the jars. So it's like dill, spice mix, garlic, etc., etc. Then we put the quail eggs in, and then we put the hot boiling brine in, cap everything up, and then we put them in the fridge. They're a refrigeration-only products.
Okay, refrigeration-only products.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason we do that is because Chris and I have found that when we shelf stabilize them, when we put them through a hot water bath processing, it drastically changes the texture of the egg to be a little bit too rubbery. This texture of this egg, and I know you're vegan,
I used to slaughter hens too when I was a little kid. And goats.
Yeah, so you know, But the texture of these are really great. They're nice and firm like a hard-boiled egg, but they're not too rubbery, and they have a really salty, vinegary bite to them. We have spicy ones. We have smoky ones. We have ones with turmeric and ginger in them. We have classic dill, and then we have yes, it is. And then we also have tying into the whole Valentine's Day thing that's coming up soon.
Hit me.
We have our beet and dill pickled quail eggs.
Beet and dill pickled quail eggs.
So you can actually see how the beet juice penetrates the white of the egg.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
And it makes it really nice and pink. And the inside is still nice and orange. Hey, Vass. How's it going? I'm just being interviewed. Come on in. How you doing?
It's the perfect Valentine's Day thing.
Best quail eggs anywhere.
Anywhere. Awesome.
Thank you.
Great. Yeah, that sounds like the perfect Valentine's Day recipe.
So what you can do is you can grab these, cut them in half, and put a little caviar on top.
Ooh, that's fancy.
And that's how you get laid on Valentine's Day.
There you go. Oh, like laid eggs.
Hey, how are you?